Well, I'm really excited to say that I'm selected for the next Olympic Games in Rio, and we're here in London. We've just been presented with our invitation letters by the British Olympic Association. I think Rio is stunning. I mean, they really do put on quite a party, you know, the carnival atmosphere, and where the sailing is, the venue is stunning, and so I think it could be quite spectacular for spectators, and hopefully we'll have a lot of fans watching. And I think Rio, we're going to be right in the centre of the city, in amongst it all.
To get the phone call feels just like Christmas, you know, butterflies, and I'm so pleased to be doing it with Elliot. We raced against each other for many years, and you know, we teamed up only, what, 20 months ago? Not, you know, really new partnership, and it's been a blast the whole time. He's a pleasure to be in a boat with, and I think we've got a great chance of success next year, whatever that means.
After the initial phone call on Monday from Sparky, there was a kind of, wow, that's a special moment. I mean, it hasn't come as a total surprise, that phone call, with Luke and I's performance over the last year, but it's still a special time. And relief, I'm not sure whether it's a relief, more as just an enjoyment of what's to come, I think.
In London, we've kind of had a crazy 6 months where we'd just teamed up and we had the trials, and it was all pretty manic, and then we got selected, and it was all quite frantic, whereas this time we've had kind of 6 years sailing together, and we kind of had a feeling we might get the call up because of how we're done in the regattas that were part of the trials, but you still never know, and it just, you know, we feel ready, I think. You know, we're really looking forward to Rio. We really feel like it's a venue that suits us, and just, yeah, unbelievable day.
It's great, you know, it's just fantastic. We're shooting for 350 athletes in Rio next year, and to have the opportunity really to not look at kind of long lists, but to begin to have names in the frame and names on the team sheet, it's very exciting. It's a landmark moment, it's the start of the journey, and it's where, you know, we can really begin to focus on some key athletes, and what we have today is not only 8 great sailors, but 8 terrific athletes in their own right.
Still very much aware that there's an awful lot I need to get done over the next year to make sure I'm in a good place come the start of the games. So that's kind of really what I'm focusing on. I mean, obviously it's great to have had a you know, a winning streak and all that, but ultimately it's all about one regatta, and that's in 1 year's time. And the biggest milestone for that is this point here, to gain the selection, and now the focus just switches completely to that.
You know, we've got a lot of new faces in the team this time round, but some of those sailors who are first-time Olympians are very experienced sailors themselves. You know, Nick Thompson getting his first opportunity to go to the Games, but he's a 5 times Olympic World Championship medalist. You know, Giles Scott, who's been dominating in the class, and really the only sailor who was capable of beating Ben Aisley in the Finn. Elliot Willis, who's now joined up with Luke Patience, double 470 world champion, lost out in the trials, 2 consecutive trials, and now gets this opportunity to go and win his Olympic medal. So they're very experienced sailors, albeit that some of them have just missed out on selection in past games.
Rio throws up quite a lot of different challenges to Weymouth, obviously in a foreign country for one, but the sailing's quite different. It's a very challenging environment. The tide's different, you've got a lot of topographic effects and different sea states inside and outside, so it's a fascinating place to sail, and a place where you have to be very adaptable.
The thing I'm most excited about is the opportunity to come back with a gold medal. You know, it's something I think everybody on this team is doing everything possible to work towards, and you know, I really do feel that we have a very strong team, and I do think we all have a very good chance of getting those golds. So you know, really for me, that's all everything is now about for the next year.
I think Rio's a really exciting venue. It's really tricky, tidally and wind-wise, which just really keeps you on your toes, you know, and any given day you can have, you know, a number of conditions which bring a whole load more sort of sailors into the fray of see?
Just for you.
We're going to enjoy this, aren't we?
What you're going to hear when you're in Rio next year?
I think this is probably the most gutting thing about London was not having a national anthem for us, and it's definitely, especially for Hannah, I think, been a real motivating thing for this 4 years.